All right, let's talk about something that is a massive headache for so many businesses right now, the US accounting talent shortage. But we're not going to just sit here and talk about the problem. Nope. We are diving straight into the global solutions that are completely changing the game. And trust me, by the end of this, you're going to see exactly how to turn this challenge into your biggest strategic advantage.
So, does this sound familiar? You've got open roles, but finding candidates feels impossible. And the ones you do find, their salary demands are through the roof, and the whole hiring process just drags on and on. If you're nodding your head right now, you are definitely not alone. This is one of the biggest bottlenecks for companies all across the country.
So, how in the world did we get here? Let's take a minute and really break down the reasons for this talent crunch. Because, once you understand why the well is running dry, the solution we're about to talk about just makes so much sense. I want you to picture the US talent pool as a big glass of water that for years was always full, but now it's sprung a few leaks. First, you've got fewer grads choosing accounting, so there's less water coming in. At the same time, a ton of experienced accountants are leaving their jobs. That's a huge drain right there. And to top it all off, those soaring salary expectations, that's basically cracking the glass itself. This isn't just your problem, it's a fundamental shift in the entire market. Okay, so that's the tough part, but here's where things get exciting. The answer isn't just to search harder in that same shrinking pool, it's to search smarter. And that means looking globally. Nearshore and offshore accounting isn't just some band-aid fix, it's a real, strategic way to build a finance team that's stronger and way more scalable. So first up, let's talk about the nearshore model. Think of this as extending your team right next door, creating a partnership that's super seamless and really integrated with your own crew. So what exactly is nearshore? Well, it's pretty simple. It means you're working with talented teams in nearby countries, very often in the exact same time zone as you. And that little detail, the time zone, is the secret sauce to its biggest advantage. Collaboration that happens in real time, just like they're in the office down the hall. This really is the best of both worlds. You get that easy, real-time teamwork during your business day, which is awesome, but you also get some serious cost savings compared to hiring in-house. Plus, you're topping into a pool of pros who are already experts in US GAAP. It's a win-win. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? This gets to the heart of what makes nearshore so powerful. It's not about just firing off tasks to some faceless company. It's about building a genuine partnership, where your nearshore team feels like a true extension of your own staff, totally plugged into your workflow and your goals. Okay, now let's flip the coin and look at the other side of this global strategy. If nearshore is all about close collaboration, offshore is about massive scale and efficiency. This is where you tap into these incredibly deep global talent pools to unlock some truly huge advantages. Here's where you can really see the difference. With nearshore, you're going for that high-touch, real-time integration. With offshore, the goal shifts. You're looking for major cost savings and, get this, leveraging different time zones to create a 24/7 work cycle. Yeah, that means your work is literally getting done while you sleep. And let's just park on this number for a second. 60 to 70%. We're not talking about a small discount here. This is a game-changing reduction in your costs. Think about what that frees up. That's capital you can now pour back into growing your business, into new tech, into whatever you need to move forward. So why India? Well, it's become this major hub for a reason. It's really a perfect storm of factors. You've got this huge ecosystem of talent that is specifically trained in US tax and compliance. Then there's the time zone difference that makes that 24/7 work cycle a reality. And on top of it all, there's a culture that is just built around technical precision and accuracy. Okay, now that we see what's possible, this is where things get really strategic. Accessing global talent doesn't just fill empty seats. It lets you completely rethink how you structure your entire finance team for maximum impact. So in the old model, growing businesses always hit this wall. They're forced to make this really tough choice. Do we hire an accounting manager to handle the day-to-day grind, or do we hire a high-level controller to focus on strategy? You desperately need both, but hiring both is a massive expense. It's a classic trap that stalls growth. And this is the whole point. Global talent blows that trap wide open. You don't have to choose anymore. You can affordably and flexibly bring in both the hands-on skills of an accounting manager and the strategic vision of a controller. You get to build the exact team you need on your budget. It's a total game changer. Look, this isn't just a temporary fix for a short-term problem. This shift toward global accounting teams, it's a fundamental change in how smart, scalable businesses are being built. This is the new playbook for sustainable growth. So, what does that new playbook get you? Well, it means you can finally scale up for tax season without all the stress and chaos. It means you're turning around work for your clients or your board way faster. It means you can start saying yes to new opportunities. And maybe most importantly, it frees up your key people in the US to focus on the high-value strategic stuff that actually drives the business forward. So let's just boil it all down. When you embrace a global talent strategy, you're not just solving a hiring problem. You are unlocking a massive strategic advantage. You reduce costs, you improve accuracy, you keep things moving all year long, and you finally get the freedom to scale your business on your own terms. And that really just leaves us with one final question to think about. Is your current approach to accounting holding you back, or is it actually built for the future? The talent is out there, and building that next generation team has honestly never been more within reach.